good day.
Good day to you. I don't speak English very well,
Neither do I.
okay? I come from Brazil and I live in Barcelona.
All right.
And all my life work with spiritually, but my channel don't align correctly.
What do
And
you mean?
Because I don't, my channel, my being, don't speak the language the people understand.
It doesn't have to. The idea is I'm not speaking any language at all. I'm sending thoughts through a person that is programmed with a language. So it's only going to come through a person in the language that person is programmed with, unless something about their belief system will allow them to override their education and allow another language to come through. But that's rare and most often doesn't need to happen, because there are more than enough people who speak certain languages that entities can use as translation devices without necessarily having to force someone to speak a different language they're not programmed with.
Yes.
Do you understand?
No, but my son translate to me. How I align my energy, my frequency? No, just a moment. How can I align my energy to the same frequency of my being, the I channel?
By acting on your highest passion to the best you are able, with no insistence on a particular outcome, and letting synchronicity guide you through life to do the things you need to do to practice more. You will get better over time.
Practice more.
Practice.
Okay. Thank you, Bashar, very much.
You are welcome.
Hello. Good morning, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
This is very exciting for me to be able to talk to you.
It is exciting
Face
for
to
us
face.
as well.
I'm here with my best friends, Nitesh and Rax today. And a question that we commonly have is that we'll meet on a weekend or an evening or an event like this. We'll talk about your concepts that you shared with us over YouTube.
Yes.
And we'll feel quite uplifted. Then we'll go back into work mode on a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday. And we find that our energy gets sucked out of us.
Why do you choose that? Why not stay in the state that you prefer?
We try.
No. The idea isn't to try.
Yeah.
The idea is to choose what you prefer. What's so difficult about choosing it? Are you buying into belief systems that have nothing to do with what you prefer? The answer would be yes.
Yeah.
But why? Why not find the beliefs that say that you must buy into those beliefs?
True.
Well, why not? Why not use the time to do that? Find out what the beliefs are that would make it seem logical in order for you to choose things you don't prefer. You must have beliefs attached in a way that makes it seem to be the logical thing to do. Find those beliefs and see how nonsensical they are by identifying them consciously. Once you identify them consciously, if they're out of alignment with what you prefer, they will appear to be nonsensical. And as soon as they appear nonsensical, they're gone. The belief appearing nonsensical is not the beginning of the process of letting it go, it's the end of the process of letting it go. But you have to find them and allow them to appear nonsensical. But right now, apparently, if you keep choosing them, they make sense to you somehow to keep choosing things you don't prefer. Only a negative belief can make that possible. So find that negative belief that makes the things you don't prefer seem to be the logical thing to do, and you will see that it makes no sense. And then you will let it go. Yes?
Yeah.
Because it's a choice. It's always a choice. You can't really anymore get away with saying it's a tendency, it's a habit, it's a pattern. Because if you know it's a habit, it's not a habit.
It's a choice.
A habit is something you do that you don't know you're doing. If you know you're doing it, it's a choice. But that gives you the power to change it, knowing that it's a choice. Find out what the belief is that makes it seem like the logical choice to do something you don't prefer. When you find out what it is and let it go, making that choice won't seem logical anymore. You'll make different choices. Yes?
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
it does.
Are you willing to allow it to be that easy?
I am.
All right. Then have fun.
Thank you.
And fun on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Oh, it's Tuesday now. Oh, it's Wednesday. That's even worse. It's up to you.
I think that's on a spectrum of what can happen in a week. There's lots of people out there who need love and need support.
Yes.
And another thing that we discuss is how do we help people? And
By being yourself. How can you help someone if you're not you? Yes?
Yeah.
You have to be yourself in order to actually be of assistance and service and support to others. If you're not supporting yourself, if you're not who you really are, you can't be of any help to anyone because you're not you. Make sense?
Yeah.
So just be the example by being yourself, and then you will know what to do. And by the way, everyone is always supported. You are never not supported. It's just a matter of whether you are supported in your negative beliefs or whether you are supported in your positive ones, because creation won't contradict you. If you buy into a negative belief and you believe that that's true for you, creation's going to say, okay, I will unconditionally support you in buying into that negative belief. But if you change your mind and make a different choice and say, now I prefer to buy into the positive belief, creation will also say, okay, I now support you in your positive belief. It doesn't care what you choose because you have free will. It will support you unconditionally. So the power, the freedom to choose is in your hands. Creation will never contradict you when you make a choice. It will only support you in the choice you've made, positive or negative. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Does this help you?
It does. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Good day, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I'm pretty excited to be here.
We are very excited that you are there.
Great. Bashar, you're really awful.
Full of awe.
Exactly. First of all, the most pressing question was, how do you dance in your society? Because you're still quasi-physical,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So what does the dance look like?
It depends on the person and how they feel they wish to move.
Okay.
There's no real structured sense of dancing.
But
People will dance as they wish to dance.
All right. And you said the music that was, you could compare it to mostly was the steel drum? And
It's very,
chimes?
very simple. Mostly it's percussive. There is some wind. There is some string instruments. But it's very simplistic to you. But to us, we can hear many different harmonies within what you would perceive only as a single note.
So there aren't any drums?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, but
Percussive.
Simple drums, okay, yeah.
Different kinds, not just the idea of what you call steel. We don't really have steel drums.
What is it made of then?
It is made of a crystalline nanomaterial.
Okay. Next question. Last year in August, I got stuck in a machine.
Stuck in a machine?
In a, it was an accident. And it was pretty exciting. I got
Yes.
stuck on a conveyor belt. It squeezed my leg.
Oh, all right.
And,
And
there
what
was-
popped out? Oh, well said.
Well, a lot of stuff I didn't need. And what was interesting about the experience was that at some point I could see myself lying on the floor and all the people around me helping me. And,
Yes. You had an elevated point of view?
Exactly. And it kind of, I could like be the person that put on the movie instead of being the
Yes.
person playing it.
And so what did that do for you in life?
Well, it taught me that I don't need to go for jobs that pay a lot of money, but instead
Go for what excites you.
Exactly.
And you will be supported in whatever way you need
Yes.
to. Did it also remove any kind of concept that you have to be afraid of death?
Not quite.
Not quite.
No, not.
You're still afraid of death? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Why? What are you afraid will happen? You know that all of you die billions of times a second.
Well, that helps.
Not so bad, is it?
No, it's all right. Yeah.
Still here, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You will always change. You're always dying. You're always being reborn billions of times per second. You're becoming a new person every moment, every moment, every moment, every moment. Because you're shifting your consciousness through billions of parallel reality versions of yourself in order to create the side effect you call time and space and change.
Okay.
So you're dying all the time, so yet here you are.
So what?
So what?
Exactly. Okay.
The
Thank
most
you.
powerful mantra you can have.
So what?
So what?
Yes. Yeah, that's a favorite. And,
Does that help?
It does help, yes.
All right.
Talking about mantras, I'm following my excitement now, and in about 3 weeks I'll fly to India,
Oh, all right.
go to the Himalayas.
Yes.
And is there anything you want to tell me about that?
Have a good time.
No? Okay.
Discover more of yourself.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
There may be a few things that will be imparted to you by some of the people that you meet that will be some of the information you've been looking for.
Yeah, I have a feeling there are some people that want to meet me. They're
Yes.
like looking at the clock and like.
Yes, yes,
oh,
yes. So have fun.
Yes. One more question?
That was a question.
Another one?
That was a question.
Another one?
That was a question.
2 more. Okay.
Some of you are actually learning.
So last year I was traveling to Rotterdam with a friend, and I looked out in the train, and I looked outside the window, and there was a thing in the air, and it looked like the
A
ship.
thing?
A thing, yes. Well,
What
it
did
looked
the
like
thing look like?
like an Independence Day, the ship. And I know you're keeping schedule of all the ships that are flying around. So, do you know anything about it?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We actually did, but we're not going to tell him. Just kidding.
You want to come up? Okay, here you go.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
For my profession, I'm an electronic and audio engineer.
All right.
And I have a major passion for Tesla and Tesla technology.
Yes.
And also health technology. One of the things I'm into is ozonated water and electrotherapy.
Yes.
I just wondered if you could elaborate on those things and whether they are a benefit to humanity.
Any permission slip that you're excited about is a benefit to someone. So the idea is always understand that all tools, all techniques, all rituals, all objects, no matter in what form they may be created, if they are exciting to you, if they are an expression of your excitement, they will be a benefit to someone. They may not necessarily benefit everyone, but they will be a benefit to someone. Because if it's a gift you have to give, there is someone waiting to receive it.
Okay, I thought you were going to say that. Would you
Oh,
be able
how
to...
psychic of you.
Brilliant. Would you be able to elaborate a little bit more on my interest actually on Tesla and the connection there? Because I've been told by Medium I have a connection there, but I'm
Well,
not
you're
quite sure what that
making
is.
a connection, just like anyone. When you are passionate about something, you will make energetic connections to other beings that you are aware of, or even some that you're not aware of, that may be similarly focused, and therefore you can download energy and information from them to assist you in exploring the theme and the passions that you're following in this life. So you make whatever connections you need to help guide you and propel you forward on that path.
One final question. I wanted to know, do I have any hybrid children?
Not directly in the way that you mean it. You are involved peripherally in another way that has to do with certain educational things, but we won't go deeply into that right now for a variety of reasons that I can't go deeply into right now.
I understand. Thank you very much. Thank you for your
Thank you.
time.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I'm very grateful to be here. I love you and Daryl and your melodic voice.
Our unconditional love to you as well.
Thank you. One of my profession in this reality is a musical composer.
Oh, all right.
And,
how exciting.
I would like to ask you, please, could you explain connection between sound and matter or mass? I feel that sound creates the whole creation.
Yes, well, everything is resonance. Everything is frequency. Everything
Okay.
is a vibration of existence itself. So all the different frequencies determine the things that you perceive as different things. It's all made out of the same thing. It's all made out of consciousness. It's all made out of existence. It's all one thing. But the different vibrations, the different resonances, the different frequencies within it create the appearance and the experience of different things, including the concept of sound and light. You can see that they are interchangeable when you start to discover, as many of your scientists have, that you can transform one into the other, such as the science you know, or the effect you know as sonoluminescence. You're familiar with this? Where sound is used to create light.
Light.
Yes, it's called sonoluminescence. Look it up. They have found a way on your planet to use sound vibrations to actually create light, because it's just different expressions of the same thing at different frequencies.
Okay.
So it's all about resonance, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. And could you tell us about the full potential of music for our civilization?
Well, there are many ways to express it, of course, and different individuals may need to experience it in a variety of different ways according to their belief systems, according to the themes that they're exploring, and the path that they are on. But generally speaking, you could say that when you create the resonances that are most aligned with your true selves on an individual, group, and collective level, you will immerse yourselves in a bubble of vibration and a bubble of resonance, in a bubble reality that will be conducive to accelerating and amplifying you very, very powerfully. This we do on our planet in a very specific way. We have 3 spheres that surround our planet, that orbit our planet. Each sphere is about 75 miles in diameter. They resonate at a certain frequency and immerse our planet in a bubble energy that allows us more ability to remain within a synchronistic state. These 3 spheres are referred to as epsilon, epiphany, and eclipse. We don't have moons, but we have these 3 spheres. They create an energy bubble, a state of being that allows us more opportunity to remain within the synchronism that we experience in our reality.
Okay, thank you.
So it's similar to what you're talking about.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.